Hello, Wary Wardens, this is Crimson, and you're watching some Dragon Age Origins. Now pick up where we left off after we did pretty much everything we could do in the Brazilian Force, except for the Hollow thing, which is fine. Got the elves on our side, we killed the werewolves, all the revenants are dead, we've got the Juggernaut armor, and the mages are happy. So let's go out into the world and do something important. Sounds good? You guys think that sounds good? I mean, important things, you know?
Why are you here?
What do you mean?
Women are priests, or merchants, or artisans, or farmers. None of those have any place fighting.
I have no idea how to answer this.
It is not done. There is no more to it.
Do you mean your people have no female mages or warriors?
Of course not. Why would our women wish to be men?
What are you talking about? They don't wish to be men.
They shouldn't. That can only lead to frustration.
Stan! No, never mind. Let's drop this.
He doesn't even understand sexism, because his race, you know, has clear distinctions in physical properties. Not that a woman can't fight, it's just that, you know, for them, they don't fight. They don't want to fight, because the men are stronger.
I have been studying Mother's grimoire. Do you wish to hear what I have found?
Sure.
'Tis not what I expected. I had hoped for a collection of her spells, a map of the power that she commands, but this is not it.
Okay, so what might it be then?
Disturbed? Yes, perhaps that is the right word. One thing in particular within her writings disturbs me. Here, in great detail, Flemeth explains the means by which she has survived for centuries.
Man, I thought I was going to regret this for a while. It was going to be like some kind of black book diary. You know what I mean? Little black book. That could prove useful, right?
Not unless one also happens to be an ancient abomination. No.
Oh.
Flemeth has raised many daughters over her long lifetime. There are stories of these many witches of the wilds throughout chastened legend, yet I have never seen a one, and always wondered why not. And now I know. They are all Flemeth. When her body becomes old and wizened, she raises a daughter, and when the time is right, she takes her daughter's body for her own.
Well, that's bad news. Are you sure?
Indeed. That is primarily what this tome details. The various daughters that Flemeth has acquired, their preparation and training. I recognize all of it. I am to be her next host. This is my purpose.
I'm sorry I missed all of that. I was too busy staring at your breasts. So, is Flemeth immortal?
Whatever spark of the demon that made her what she is remains within her, keeps her from dying of old age, but her body deteriorates. Eventually, she would be so wizened as to be senseless and immobile. So, she must seek a new body, a fresh body, and start the cycle anew.
I'm still staring. Anybody? Could it? What, daughter?
I am uncertain. According to her writings, certain hosts are better than others. The more a host is prepared, the quicker the transition will be. I am sorry. This simply takes me by surprise. I would have thought I would have had some inkling, some notion.
You're inkling right now? I would feel the same. What an awful thought.
I am a fool. I am such a fool.
Why? I'm not sure I know what you mean.
Once, Flemeth was a mage. This was before the time of the Circle of Magi, but she wielded magical power of the same sort that all the ancient shamans did. 'Twas no different. She summoned a demon and made it part of her, and became an abomination, one that has thrived. Whether Flemeth has always been the demon, or mastered it, or they are one, I truly do not know. No matter what she is, her body still ages and will not sustain her forever, so she must find new bodies. I am to be the next new body in a very long line.
I think I got that, maybe. I'm glad you repeated it. Why would she send you with me, then, if you're her next life? And what a life it would be.
I do not know. Perhaps 'tis as she said, the Darkspawn threaten her as much as they threaten anyone else. Or perhaps she believes that this journey will make me more powerful. According to the tome, if the host is already powerful and trained in magic, it takes far less time for Flemeth to settle in.
Oh. So... Huh. Well, so if you died, would she have another daughter?
Not by any natural means. Perhaps I should take this as a vote of confidence from her on my capabilities. Or perhaps she simply wished me gone from the Korkari wilds so she could prepare her ritual in peace. A disturbing thought.
So what are you going to do about it?
There is only one possible response to this. Flemeth needs to die. I will not sit about like an empty sack waiting to be filled. Flemeth must be slain, and I need your help to do it.
Did you not just tell me that Flemeth is an ancient abomination who has lived for who knows how long by possessing people? Isn't that a little extreme?
It may seem so. If you think of Flemeth as a mother, think of her instead as an ancient abomination that intends to use her own flesh and blood to extend her life beyond all natural limits. She did not wish anyone to get a hold of this information, least of all me. Now I have. If I do not act on what I know, then more the fool am I.
So why do you need my help?
Because if she is slain while I am near, I am not certain that she will not simply be able to take possession of me right there. So obviously I cannot be the one to do it.
Right. Fine. I'll do it. Somehow I'll do it.
Then what needs to be done is for you to go back to Flemeth's hut in the Korkari wilds without me. Confront her and slay her quickly. I doubt she will truly be dead even then, but it will take her years to find a new host and recover her power, if that is even possible. The thing I must have is her true grimoire. With it, I can defend against her power in the future. Everything else in her hut is yours.
Oh. You have all your personal belongings, especially undergarments, with you, don't you? And didn't leave any of that in her hut by chance? So how am I going to do this killing her thing?
She would like everyone to think she is invincible, but I highly doubt that is the case. And besides that, you are not truly killing her.
Oh, so I'm just stabbing her to death. Is there a time limit on this? Do I have to do it now?
Not really, but the sooner the better, no?
Okay, I'll do what I can.
I am grateful. The sooner this can be done, the sooner it will set my mind at ease.
Will do. Will do. When I'm extremely powerful and leveled all the way. Anything else to talk about?
Yes?
I'd like to ask you something.
So, full of questions, are you?
Well, yeah. How did you turn to animals? Because it's kind of terrible for a mage.
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
Did you devour small boys? That doesn't seem like something you'd do.
Oh? I truly doubt that children would be worth the effort. They are filthy, smelly things full of tears and snot and trouble. That said, I cannot speak for the tastes of my mother. She has, after all, lived a very lengthy time in the wilds and done many things I know nothing of. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Well, yes, but I'm not going to ask it. Can you change into other humans?
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are, I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
Man. Can you imagine, like, what you could change? If you could change yourself? Just nice big ol'... Can anyone become a shapeshifter?
Anyone with sufficient will. But the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. Indeed, you could learn the spells required if I cared to teach you.
Do you spend a lot of time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
Okay. How do other animals react to you? Do you have like a cat boyfriend?
They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
Huh. Never heard of anything like that before.
No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could. But as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
Okay. That's good. Such traditions need to be preserved.
I'm shocked that you think so. Being a mage of the circle as you were, but perhaps you felt a little like a caged bird as well, caught within that dark tower.
Tower sucked. Yes, very much so.
I thought so.
That's all I wanted to ask.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
Well, maybe tied to a flagpole and tickled.
What a bizarre thing to say. But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
Are you saying you want to be tied to a flagpole and tickled? I'll do it. No, don't think I won't. You there, elf.
You witnessed the rarest of things, Warden. The Dalish stand ready to defend Ferelden.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be witnessing a lot of rarest of things.
We have assembled on a short schedule. Certain factors of equipment could be better. Crafting components would serve best. Basic ones like elf root and deep mushroom.
Please. Please take this crap out of my inventory. Oh god, crafting materials for the Dalish. All of it. All of my roots. All of my mushrooms. Yes. Yes, Dalish, feed. Grow, my Dalish. Become high-stoned elves. Am I really just giving them, like, whatever? Whatever. You know? Just take them. Take them. Circle, you can be magic too. You know what? Journeyman and novice. I don't even know how many experts I have. Do I even have any slotted weapons yet? Oh. Oh well. I just need more inventory space. That's all I care about. I'll save my experts. Let's just get out of here.
We will make good use of what you have brought us, Warden.
I'm just happy I don't have it anymore. Liliana, you're naked. Severin, you just stayed in here. Okay. How are you?
Here I am.
Yes. Could you answer me some questions?
Oh, this should be good. Go ahead.
Why did you want to leave the Crows?
Well now, I imagine that's a very fair question. Being an assassin after all is a living, at least as far as such things go. I was simply never given the opportunity to choose another way. So if that choice presents itself, why should I not seize upon it?
So, you're just bored?
I don't know that I would put it precisely that way. I was but a boy of 7 when I was purchased. For 3 sovereigns, I'm told. Which is a good price, considering I was all ribs and bone and didn't know the pommel of a dagger from the pointy end. The Crows buy all their assassins that way. Buy them young, raise them to know nothing else but murder. And if you do poorly in your training, you die.
So you had a hard life. Big deal.
Was I whining? It's not a life without benefits. For those who can actually survive it long enough to become good. In Antiva, being a crow gets you respect. It gets you wealth. Gets you women. And men. Or whatever it is you might fancy. But that does not mean doing what is expected of you always. And it means being expendable. It's a cage, if a gilded cage. Pretty, but confining.
You're just saying men because I could be a female character, right? Right? So you sound like you've been spoiled.
I certainly hope so. I have earned the Crows a great deal of money, and none of it has come easily. As for what I'll do in the future, presuming that there is one, I truly can't imagine. It might be interesting to go into business for myself, for a change. Far away from Antiva, of course. For now, naturally, I go where you go.
You think that will change?
Everything changes, my friend. Come now, enough chit-chat. Talking about the Crows summons them, you know. Any Antivan fishwife could tell you so.
Look at that disapproval. Love it. Well, who needs a talking to? Alright, old lady. You look old.
Oh, it's been a long day. Rest would be welcome.
Don't die yet. You alright?
Yes, of course. I am just a little weary. As you may have noticed, I'm no spring chicken.
I didn't even bring you to the forest. There's still some life in those old bones, I bet.
Thank you. You're very kind to say so. But in all honesty, I do not know how many years I have left in me. I have lived for such a long time, but there is always something else to do. And I have to keep going in order to do it. I think I will be glad when I am done.
Hey, don't say that. We still need you.
Oh, no. I'm not the sort of person that leaves things unfinished. I'll see this through, I promise.
You'd better, old lady. Dragging you around. Sten, you kinda let me down, friend.
Yes,
Let's go.
as you wish.
Dog, cheer me up. Dog, these guys, they're terrible people.
Your dog is filthy. I can smell him 50 yards off.
Good. He will fell our enemies with his stench.
That may be so, but all the same, I would like your permission to bathe him.
Bathe? Can't you just magic him clean?
You know that's not what we use magic for. Just make him sleep over on the other side of the camp. With Alistair. With any luck, that will keep all the stench confined to one small area.
It's funny because Alistair smells. You want to be magic clean, boy? I'm a mage. Morgan likes me. Let me do something. I'm just gonna watch.
You are a true warrior and worthy of respect.
I'm glad you're friends. I'm glad you're friends. The dog digs furiously at the ground at your feet. Trying to find your way through the earth, are we? It goes back to digging. Okay. It's gonna take some time, you know. He continues digging. Well, good luck with that then. He just ignores me and keeps it. Well, you keep going, boy. Find something interesting, let me know. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. That was exciting, talking to people after the dying to revenants for a while. Thank you so much for watching. My hat is off to you.